What if the reason you suffer is not because nobody loves you, but because you have never truly loved yourself? Just for a few seconds, stop trying to improve yourself. Stop trying to fix your habits. Stop trying to become stronger, calmer, more spiritual. And ask yourself honestly, if nobody was judging you, if nobody expected anything from you, would you still feel this pressure inside? That quiet voice that says, you're not enough, not successful enough, not attractive enough, not disciplined enough, not healed enough. Because of that voice, you keep running. Running toward success, running toward validation, running toward becoming someone better. But have you noticed something? The more you try to improve yourself, the more exhausted you become. The more you try to love yourself, the more fake it feels. Why? Because you're trying to love yourself while secretly rejecting parts of yourself. From childhood, you were taught what is acceptable and what is not. Be strong, don't be weak. Be kind, don't be angry. Be confident, don't be insecure. Slowly, you divided yourself. The version you show the world, and the version you hide. The acceptable you, and the unacceptable you. The acceptable you smiles and performs. The unacceptable you feels jealousy, fear, lust, anger, insecurity. And instead of understanding that hidden part, you started fighting it. You began saying, I shouldn't feel this. I shouldn't think like this. I must control myself. That's where the inner war began. Self-hate is not loud. It whispers. It whispers when you compare yourself. It whispers when you feel ashamed of a thought. It whispers when you say, what's wrong with me? And that whisper slowly becomes your identity. But listen carefully. The problem is not your emotions. The problem is your resistance to them. Look at your anger. Is anger the real pain? Or is the pain coming from saying, I shouldn't be angry? Look at your fear. Is fear the real suffering? Or is the suffering coming from labeling yourself weak? You've been taught that growth means eliminating your darkness, but real growth means including it. Self-love begins the moment you stop trying to remove parts of yourself. It's not standing in front of a mirror repeating affirmations like, I'm amazing. It's sitting quietly and allowing everything inside you to exist. No judgment, no suppression, just awareness. When jealousy appears, watch it. When desire appears, watch it. When fear appears, watch it. Not as me, but as energy moving through you. And something shifts. The energy that was trapped in resistance becomes free. Right now, most of your energy is wasted fighting yourself. You fight your thoughts. You fight your cravings. You fight your past mistakes. This inner conflict drains you more than life ever could. Imagine trying to hold a ball underwater. The more you push it down, the more force it gathers. That's exactly what suppression does. You suppress anger, it explodes later. You suppress desire, it turns into obsession. You suppress insecurity, it becomes overcompensation. Suppression is not control. It's delayed chaos. Self-love is not indulgence either. It's intelligent awareness. When you truly watch a feeling without immediately reacting, it rises, it peaks, and then it falls. You realize it was temporary. You are not your anger. You are not your fear. You are not your insecurity. You are the awareness in which they appear. And that realization is powerful, because when you stop identifying with your emotions, you stop attacking yourself for having them. And when the attack stops, peace begins. Think about the way you talk to yourself. Would you speak to someone you love the way you speak to yourself? You're so stupid. You always mess things up. You'll never change. This inner dialogue shapes your life. Confidence does not grow from positive slogans. Confidence grows when inner criticism ends. Self-love is the end of inner bullying. It's saying, yeah, I made a mistake, and I'm still worthy. Yeah, I feel insecure, and I'm still complete. Yeah, I have flaws, and I'm still enough. Enough doesn't mean perfect. Perfection is just an idea. Completeness is acceptance. Look at nature. The ocean has storms. The sky has clouds. The tree grows crooked sometimes. None of them apologize for it. Only humans constantly try to edit themselves. You are not a project. You are life. Life does not need improvement. It needs expression. When you stop trying to become someone else, your natural intelligence begins to work. Growth still happens, but it comes from curiosity, not fear. Fear-based growth says, I have to improve because I'm not enough. Love-based growth says, I want to grow because life is expanding. One feels heavy, the other feels light. Most of your exhaustion is not from work. It's from self-rejection, from constantly measuring yourself, from comparing your journey with others, from thinking you're behind. But existence doesn't compare. The sun doesn't compete with the moon. Each shines in its own time. When you stop measuring yourself, you start experiencing yourself. And in that experience, there is relief. You no longer beg for validation. You no longer cling desperately in relationships because you're not starving inside anymore. When you're connected to yourself, relationships become sharing, not seeking. Praise feels good, but it doesn't define you. Criticism hurts, but it doesn't destroy you. You remain centered, and from that centered place, clarity arises. When there's no inner war, decisions become simple. When you're not fighting yourself, your energy becomes creative. Think about how much time you spend overthinking, replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios, comparing yourself online. All of this grows from one root, insecurity. And insecurity grows from self-rejection. The moment you begin accepting yourself, the mind becomes quieter. Not forced silence, natural quietness. Self-love is subtle. It's the gentle way you treat yourself when nobody is watching. It's resting without guilt. It's admitting you're hurt without shame. It's forgiving yourself without conditions. Tonight, try something simple. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Don't try to control your thoughts. Just watch them. Watch your emotions like passing clouds. You'll notice something important. Every emotion changes. Nothing stays. The anger fades. The sadness softens. The fear moves on. You are the space in which it all happens. That space is peaceful. Self-love is returning to that space. It's remembering that before society told you who to be, you were already whole. As a child, you didn't question your worth. You simply existed. Slowly, you were taught to measure yourself. Grades, looks, money, status, and now you measure yourself constantly. But life is not a competition. It's an experience. When you stop competing with yourself, you finally start living. The hidden power of self-love is not that it makes you special. It makes you relaxed. And a relaxed mind sees clearly. A relaxed heart loves deeply. A relaxed being moves confidently. This doesn't mean you'll never feel pain. Pain will come. Failure will come. But suffering reduces. Because suffering is resistance. Pain is natural. Resistance is optional. Self-love removes unnecessary resistance. It allows you to feel fully and move gently forward. Imagine waking up without the thought, I need to be better to deserve love. Imagine acting from curiosity instead of fear. This is possible, not through forcing positivity, not through faking confidence, but through awareness and acceptance. Every time the inner critic appears, notice it. Don't fight it. Don't blindly believe it. Just observe. Slowly it loses power, and compassion grows. Compassion for your mistakes, compassion for your confusion, compassion for your humanity. You are not here to become perfect. You are here to become conscious. Consciousness naturally brings balance. When you are conscious of anger, it transforms. When you are conscious of fear, it softens. When you are conscious of desire, it finds its right place. Awareness is love. And when you give yourself awareness, you give yourself love. Take a slow breath right now. Feel your body. You are alive. Not as an image, not as a reputation, but as pure life. That life does not need approval. It simply flows. From today, when the voice says, you're not enough, pause, smile gently, and whisper inside, I'm learning, I'm growing, and in this moment, I'm enough. Not because you proved it, not because someone confirmed it, but because you exist. And existence itself is worthy. That's the hidden power of self-love. It doesn't shout. It simply stays. And when you stay with yourself, you finally feel at home within your own being.